everyone, I'm here by myself. This is Amber. Prairie Quilt. Today is Tuesday, which is crazy to me. It feels way later in the week. I have a couple things that we're going to go over today. One of them is a quick trim ruler, and then some stuff to go along with it. So all of these things you're going to need to make this lovely quilt behind me. Look at all those colors. Aren't those wonderful? This is the Corner Magic quilt made with the quick trim ruler. Now some of you have heard that before, some of you own it and you forgot you had it or can't remember how to use it, so we're going to go over that today. We do have some to buy. If you purchase a ruler, you're going to get this pattern for free for this quilt. Okay, so how this was made was actually very, very simple. Before we get into that, let's go over a couple of things that you're going to need. Obviously, you're going to need your quick trim ruler. This is what it looks like when you purchase it. Okay, this is $19.99, and again, you get the free pattern. Now this is the 3.5 by 12 inch. It's wonderful for your hands, not too big or too small. It's a great ruler for multiple things, not just what we're going to go over today. But we also have a larger one that is the extra large quick trim ruler. And it is 4.5, I believe, by 24. So a little bit bigger, and we're going to talk about why we have the bigger one. Not quite as user friendly, but it is very nice to have. And we're going to go over this wonderful rotary cutter here by Olfa. Okay, so the first thing we're going to use is this Martelli cutting mat, rotating cutting mat. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It slides so easy. The pieces are separate. So you have the base that you purchase separately, and then you can purchase the top piece separate here, so that you can interchange them out. So you can put your own pressing pad on there, or you can put a Martelli pressing pad on there, like this. So if you wanted to change those out real quick, you just pop that on there, and now you can iron. I believe you can even leave this one on there and just pop this on, iron real quick, remove it. It's a wonderful rotating mat. So the ironing pad here is $39.99. The base for the rotating mat is going to be $45.99. And then for the cutting mat is $50.99. And that is a self-filling mat. Martelli makes great cutting mats, so you'll want to get all of those things. Okay, so this rotary cutter that we're using, this is a right or a left-handed versatile cutting blade. So it doesn't matter if you're right or left, or if you switch it up. This right here drops down if you use these backwards. So that's how it can be right or left-handed. So you can use either side that you want to. Sorry, Danny. Or you can do both. So I can cut this way against the ruler. I can switch it over and cut this way against the ruler. There's no awkwardness. The thing that's very special about this cutting blade, though, is that you can change this blade out without having to touch it. So your fingers aren't going to get sliced up. So back here we have this little mechanism that's going to open it up for us. If we lay it flat on our table like this, pull this back, it unlocks, and it drops it out just like that. So it's really nice. And then you just put it back on top like this, close it back up, and you're done. One finger, I just did that. So it makes it super, super nice to change your blade out. And we do have blades. We have the Olfa blades, we have the Endurance blades, 45, 60, and I believe some smaller ones too. So check this mat, or to this cutting out. This rotary cutter is the 45mm, the quick change, and it is $32.99. It's left or right-handed. Okay. So, quick trim ruler. Let me tell you about this. It is a creative grid ruler. So it has the patent texture backing that you know I like. If you notice in here there are holes going all the way across it. We are going to talk about those afterwards. The other thing I want to show you, I'm going to take this off for a second so you can get a better look at it, Danny. There are white crosshairs here and here on each side so that you don't have to keep rotating your ruler back and forth. You can use either side you want to. Okay? So, it does come with the magic pack. That's what I call it. Has the QR reader for video. We obviously have a video or will have a video out. Or you can just Google quick trim ruler, creative grids, and there will be videos there too. Inside your magic pack, they give you instructions step by step for each thing that it can do with pictures to keep you going. That's why I love it. Super easy to use. Okay. Set you aside. So first I want to show you how Randa made this quilt. She made these blocks with the quick trim ruler. It is a 5x5, so you can use a charm pack if you have that, and a 3x3. Okay, so you can do right sides together, which we have batik here. So right sides together, we put this 3x3 up in the top right corner. Now we're going to utilize these white crosshairs right here, just like this. So I'm going to line up my crosshairs with this piece of fabric so that it's right here in the corner. And if you'll notice, this black dotted line is in the corner of my fabric, not the ruler, the black dotted line. That black dotted line is what is going to give us our 1/4 inch. So once you have that lined up, open up our rotary cutter here, and we're going to cut it off. So once you cut this off, you go and you sew it. Here's your 1/4 inch marks right here. So there's no dog ears. There's nothing left for you to do. You just take it and sew it. And when you come back, you're going to pop it open and you have your snowballed piece just like that. And that's how she did all of these blocks. Very easy. So you can get them all cut. You can cut them all at one time. Go chain piece them, chain sew them. Super quick and fast. You can then save these pieces and create like a pinwheel quilt. I think Randa made a pinwheel quilt from her leftover pieces, so there wasn't any waste, which is important right now. So with that same maneuver, you can do flying geese, one on each side, and this is my personal favorite for binding. So traditional stripping, when you do your binding, is you're going to lay them like this, right sides together, and then you're going to sew it, and sometimes people sew it the wrong way and they're trying to open it up and it's not working. So we're going to use the ruler instead. So instead of right sides together, we're going to layer them on top of each other, right sides going up, and then we're going to do the same thing with the ruler. It's the same move. We have our crosshairs right here. I'm going to follow this white line until my dotted line is in the corner. So we'll move this around. So my dotted line in the corner, my white line's going across my fabric. I'm going to cut this piece off. I think that went through. Nope, I didn't press it down. There we go. So we cut it off. Move it out of the way. There's our 1/4 inch. So what we're going to do is we'll take our top piece and we will just rotate it around like this. We see that it's going to fit, so we just drop it down. And that's it. There's our 1/4 inch seam allowance. Sew it all the way to the end, pop it open. You don't have to worry about going back and trimming off dog ears, trimming off your extra fabric. It's just done, ready to go. That's my favorite thing about it. So you can use the same move, the same concept to do mitered borders or corners. So usually you have the cross, but instead what we're going to do is you put them on top of each other in the corner. There's your 1/4 inch seam. You go sew it after you cut it off. So whenever you pop it open, you have perfect corners. So if you have a very large border or a little bit bigger border, you're going to want to use the bigger ruler. It has the same crosshairs on it. It's just wider for more fabric. And last but not least, I talked to you about the circles. So the circles are spaced every inch apart, except down here you'll see tiny ones, and those are every 1/8 of an inch. This is because the ruler will do circles. So that's also why we have the bigger circle. So this is a 12-inch ruler, do a 24-inch circle. The 24-inch ruler, do a 48-inch circle. So you can have a table topper, you can have a Christmas tree skirt, a regular skirt, whatever you want to do with it. So you're going to take whatever fabric you're making your circle. And you can use a push pin if you'd like. So we have where our center wants to be. And we're going to put that pin wherever it is that we're going to do our size. So if you, now you want to flip your ruler over to the smooth side, otherwise it's not going to drag on your fabric very well. I learned that the hard way. So you're going to put down your pin, you can do the 1/4 or the 1/8 of an inch, you can do whatever you want to. But you put it on the spot where you're going to make your circle, and you get your fabric pin. You can put an eraser down on here. So if I wanted a 3-inch, I can come out 3 inches, and it's just going to glide right around. And now you have your circle, and you can go cut it out and applicate on or whatever you're going to do with it. And that's the quick trim ruler. It's great. It's perfect for your hands. Not too big. It doesn't hurt. I use it for other things. It's just the handiest ruler to have next to you for all kinds of different cutting. So this is a wonderful ruler to have in your arsenal of rulers. Definitely a must. Again, quick trim ruler, free pattern if you order. It's going to be $19.99. Absolutely worth it. If you want to do bigger projects, bigger circles, bigger borders, we do have the larger one for $28.99. So the extra large and the regular quick trim.